Hey everybody, how's it going? So it is Saturday afternoon, and it isn't Sunday afternoon, but I will not be able to have my live tomorrow. And since I missed last week as well, I thought I would go ahead and just kind of jump on and do a little crafting. I have been playing with my newest kit called Aerial Views. I think is what I called it, and it is a hot air balloon theme kit. So if you're part of my creative community and you are part of this Patreon group, then you got this yesterday, and hopefully you've had a chance to take a look at some of the wonderful images that are in it. But what I thought we would do today is create some identification cards. There is a gal on YouTube, and I can't remember her channel, but I'll make sure that I do link it because I want to share where I got my inspiration. And she created some of these really, really cute little identification cards using some of her stamps. So I thought, why not create sort of like an identification card to be able to fly a hot air balloon? I would think that you would need some sort of licensing to be able to fly a hot air balloon. At least I hope so. I've never been on one, but perhaps you have and you know how it works. But I would hope that they would have some training before they actually take people up in the air. But that's what I thought we would do today, is play with my kit a little bit. And I do have a couple other items that I created when I was creating the kit. You'll get printables to be able to create this cute little book. I will do a video on it. I haven't done it yet. But you can create a little 5 weeks in a balloon book, and then you can decorate the little pages, which is kind of cute. And I also created this little book here using the paper front and back. And then I just added some designer paper in here. I thought someone could use this as a little, inspiration book. And this is going to go in the shop. So just a couple of things that I made, but I definitely wanted to go ahead and create some of these identification cards. So I'm going to get started here. So the kit, if you haven't seen it, it has some wonderful images, and these are a couple of them. I think there's 5 designer papers in the kit. And then it also has some ephemera pieces. I always love to include ephemera pieces, and here are some of them. And I thought maybe we could use this to decorate our card. But we'll see. We'll kind of play along and see what we can do here. So I went ahead and I sized down some of the images to 3 by 2, because that's about what an identification card in my mind would be sized to. And also it fits into these little envelopes that are from the Tim Holtz Sissics collection. So I thought if he needed a place to store his identification card, these little envelopes would work. So that's kind of how I came up with the size. So I'm going to go ahead and I've just started playing. I created some pre-printed backgrounds, but on this particular one I didn't use any backgrounds. It was just plain, but I decided I thought I wanted it to be more, I don't know, more of a balloon theme. This has kind of like a watermark of a balloon, and I'm going to see if I can add a little bit more light here. Let's see if I can do that. All right, I don't know if that's any better, but put a little bit of light on. See if that helps. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cut out here. And then I'm going to use some of my Tim Holtz stamps And I also thought that after we create the balloon ones, maybe we'll make some identification cards for Santa and his helpers, maybe. Since it is Christmas in July, right? So perhaps we'll get a little Christmas inspiration in here as well. We'll see how it goes. So let me just cut these down here. And I think I'm going to mat these on heavier cardstock. I like the way that these print on my lighter cardstock, and that's why I typically print on lighter cardstock and then I'll mat it into heavier cardstock. So just trimming these down here. Alright, so now that I have some of these trimmed down, I'm just going to clean this off a little bit. Like I said, I do like to mat these onto heavier cardstock. Just give it a little bit more durability. But before I do that, let me just kind of edge up these sides here. So as you can see, this paper is pretty thin, but I like the way it prints better in my printer, and that's why I do that. I could print on heavier cardstock, but sometimes it just doesn't print as nicely. So I'm gonna just kind of, let's see here. I haven't decided if I'm gonna keep an edge yet. So let me just go ahead and add my glue. Hey Suzanne, no, I'm not able to do my live tomorrow, so I thought I would jump on today. Short notice. It was kind of a last minute thing because we have to go see my son tomorrow afternoon. So I thought since I missed last week, I would go ahead and jump on and do a little crafting today with you guys. And I'm playing with the new kit that just came out, aerial views, I think is what I called it. Hopefully you've had a chance to see the new kit of the month. That'll do for now. I don't know if I'm going to keep the edges, but that'll do for now. Yeah, I'm glad that you kind of popped on and saw I was live. Sometimes, you know, life comes first, and I try to do my Sunday afternoon crafting every week, but, you know, sometimes things come up. All right, so now the thing about this, like I said, this is 3 by 2, and I'm going to trim that when I'm done. I just want to have a little bit of place to be able to put my magnets when I use my stamping platform. You want to make sure that you have some photos that are, of course, small enough. And I do have some that are small and work really well, which I'll share with you in just a minute. So so you downloaded the kit yesterday, cool. I am making identification cards for hot air balloon operators. Because I would imagine, as I was saying a few minutes ago, I would imagine that they would have to have some sort of training to operate those hot air balloons. I would hope so, at least, right? I wouldn't want to go up into one of those hot air balloons without someone having some training in flying them. My goodness. So I thought that my kit, not my kit, I wanted to make from my kit little identification cards. So that's what we're doing. All right, so this is going to be where his photo is going to go. Actually, that was a pretty good stamp. And this is the character I'm using, and he kind of looks like someone that would operate a hot air balloon. I think it's the perfect image. So let me go ahead and just kind of put him in here. And these are old stamp sets. This comes from that Tim Holtz kind of like circus theme one, I guess. But the images are perfect for this. All right. That's pretty good, I think. I haven't decided if I'm gonna color him yet. I can't remember. When you're at the DMV, the colors are, or the pictures are color, but I think I might have a black and white. All right, so there's that. Okay, pretty good. It's looking pretty good so far, I think. Now to figure out the background. Now I know I want it to be like identification, so I have to kind of figure how I'm going to do this. All right. Just trying to line this up here. Excuse the head. All right. I think that'll work. We'll give it a try. All right, so this is his identification card, right? So we want to say identification. Ooh, see, it barely fits. All right, and I'm going to trim that, so I'm fine with that. Barely fits, but it just has to fit. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to have more room. It just has to fit, and I think that works. If I would have moved this over a little bit more, I would have had a little bit of room here, but I think it works. All right, and then I want to create, let me see here. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this. So I have a signature stamp from Kathy Holden that I think would work. Let me see if I have any smaller ones. Yeah, this one's a little bit smaller. Let's try this one. So, you know, when you have an identification card, typically you sign it, right? All right, let's see how this works. Suzanne, it might only be you and I today. But people can catch it on the replay. Like I said, I felt bad because I can't do my live tomorrow. So I wanted to at least do a little crafting with you guys. All right, so there's the signature for his signature card. All right, so now is where we have to get creative here. So what do we want to put inside here? Now we could stamp. I'm going to just kind of look through some of my ephemera pieces here, see what I have. And I think, like I said, I have these from the kit that I think would be perfect. So I think that's what I'm going to use. If I give it away. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So let's see here. Now, like I said, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here. Making it up as I go along. I like this piece here. Let's see if we can maybe use this. Let's see. If you want to, Suzanne, if I think you follow Elizabeth, right? If you want to put maybe a notice on Facebook that I'm live today, I probably should have done that before I came on, but just to maybe let people know. Let's see. So maybe cut this down just a bit more. Hi, Marilyn. Yeah, if we get enough people to join, I'll do a giveaway. So I'm just working with my new kit called Aerial Views, and I'm making some identification cards for hot air balloon operators, because I was saying that I would imagine that they need some sort of training to operate hot air balloons. At least I would hope so. And in the kit, you have this little book here to make this little book, which I'm going to do a video on as well. But this was one of my prototypes. All right, so let's just put some ephemera pieces on this card here. There's one piece. And let's see, what else can I do here? So this idea wasn't my original idea. I saw on Instagram a girl that was creating like lanyards and old identification cards using some of Tim Holtz's photo booth images. And I have that photo booth from last month that I think would be really fun as well for this design. All right. So just again, just kind of messing around here. And this is going to get cut. Elizabeth Costa Rogers is Elizabeth. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this. There we go. Looks pretty good. What else could we put on here? Maybe some goggles or maybe a light. Those goggles are kind of cool. Kind of big though. We'll see. All right. Oh, maybe that. We'll make a few of these. See which ones we like best. So these little pieces here, these little ephemera pieces, I created to work in that little bitty book that I showed you. But sure, you can use them for other smalls, which is what we're doing here. The smalls are always challenging to cut, right? Let's see if you have a scan and cut. I haven't tried these on my scan and cut yet. All right. Hey, Cordelia. I was just saying that I can't do my live tomorrow, so I thought I would pop on today since I missed last week as well. And I'm working with my new kit called Aerial Views. The mushroom ephemera. Oh, and it worked good. Yeah, those mushrooms are cute, aren't they? I saw that you had ordered that kit. So the scan and cut worked for that. Yeah, I try to create most of my images where they work with the scan and cut because I have the scan and cut as well. So it's always nice to be able to just print and put it right into your scan and cut, right? All right. Let's see. And then what else? What else? I guess he could have like a seal, which would be this little round one here, right? Let's see how well I can cut a circle. So ordinarily in July, excuse me, I do Christmas in July videos, but since I'm doing the Christmas in July free class in a couple of weeks, I didn't pre-tape any videos. But if we have time, maybe we'll try to create an identification card for Santa. We'll see. Okay, that's pretty good. More organizing? Yeah, sometimes that just gets away. I should be more disciplined about organizing. I tend to just craft and pile. All right, so that's a good. Something like that, maybe. I'll add a little glue here. And then I was thinking, I do have a laminator. Maybe I'll laminate these. I haven't quite decided yet. I don't want to glue over his name. All right, and then I can put some little numbers. I don't know why. I like little numbers. This is my Kathy Holden stamp set. I've been using this quite a bit lately. I like it. Just mixing up my stamp sets here. So let's see if we can find a number. Oh, I'm missing my number here. There it is. Let's see. I don't want my number to be too big, right? Maybe this one. Let's see. Because he probably has a number associated to his license, right? We all have license numbers, so I have to put a license number for him. It's pretty good. And then I'm going to just finish trimming this up. Let's see. All right. And then I have a nice back now. And then there's my identification card for my hot air balloon operator, right? So if you go on a trip, if you sign up for one of those hot air balloon excursions, right? You want to make sure he's qualified to take you up. So make sure he is presenting his identification before he takes you up on the hot air balloon, because That could be a tragedy, I think, if he does not have authorization to drive a hot air balloon. I don't know. That could be a problem, right? Maybe you guys are not overly concerned about that, but I think I might be. Let's just decorate this up a little bit. I mean, I think it's a valid concern, right? If you're going to go up on a hot air balloon, to make sure the driver is qualified to drive. Just trying to get this straight here. I need to clean this Misty. This Misty has lasted a long time, and thank goodness. They're so expensive, right? I remember when they first came out. But boy, they've gotten more and more expensive. I wonder if I should have put. See, I don't think that would have fit. That might have worked. Let's see. Yeah, I'm with you, Cordelia. I don't know if I would have the guts to go up on a hot air balloon either. They say it's beautiful, though. You got your Misty on sale on Amazon, yeah. And they last pretty well. I mean, thank goodness it's not a tool that you have to, you know, buy over and over again. I know that they've come out with new colors and whatnot, but you know, I don't need special colors. Get this up here. Trying to decide if I want to replace that. I think I might. All right. We're allowed to change our minds, right? It's pretty good. Should I put a little paper doll? I don't know if I need to. Oh, maybe I'll put, let's see, maybe I'll put another piece of ephemera. Let's see. So I have to start thinking of, at the beginning of each month, even though I've released a new kit, I have to start thinking about what I'm going to create for next month. So I have to start thinking of some ideas. Let's see. I was thinking about maybe adding on to some kits I already have, like I have coffee theme kits. Maybe for my freebie yesterday, I introduced a vintage coffee bag, right? So I thought maybe I should add to my my coffee theme kit I already have. So I don't know, I got to figure that out. All right. so I'm just looking at my ephemera pieces here. You bought blue stickers for your Misty. Blue stickers for your Misty. To add to it? Yeah. I haven't seen those. Let's see. I know I have more. Oh, maybe I'll put the goggles on this one. So let me just fussy cut this. See, these would be good to print on sticker sheets and then use your scan and cut to cut them out. Cordelia, do you use your scan and cut to make stickers? Suzanne, do you have a scan and cut? I don't know if we've ever talked about that. All right. And then I think I'm going to try to, I don't want that to be white in there. Let me see if I can cut around this without ruining it, right? Concentrating here, trying to make sure I stay within the lines. Okay. It's all right, I guess. That'll work. Maybe a little bit more over here. Let's see. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Oh, thank goodness my husband turned the air conditioning on. It's been really warm this weekend. We went to the well, let me back up. I live in Prescott, you guys know that, and they have the oldest rodeo in the world here. So we went to the rodeo on Thursday night. It was pretty good. I don't know how those cowboys and cowgirls do some of that stuff. They had bull riding and, you know, roping, and it was fun. It was entertaining. All right, so that's pretty good, I think. So Cordelia, you said put them over over the pink. Yeah, you haven't cut stickers. Okay. Suzanne, you've got a scan and cut. You've used it for scrapbooking pages. Okay. No stickers yet. Yeah, they're fun with stickers. Yeah, it's, I don't even know how hot it is today, but it's warm. And I know Phoenix was going to get like into the teens. Thank goodness I don't live there anymore. My goodness. But yeah, a little warm. So I'm thankful my hubby turned on the air conditioning. That looks pretty good, I think. What do you guys think? Maybe I'll put one more. I like it. Put one more. Little piece of ephemera. So yeah, so these are my small pieces, and like I said, I made these to fit in this little book, which is part of the kit. So I'm going to do a video on how I did this. But then you can, you know, decorate it with all your little ephemera pieces. Isn't that cute? I love little small books. I've got a few of them. So, oh, thanks, Cordelia. Yeah, I like I like making smalls. You guys know that. So this book I made last Christmas, a few Christmases ago. I can't remember, but shoot, that one's even smaller than that one. Look at that. And then I have this little book here also. And I think at some point I'll probably create a mini like shadow box or something and use some of these. But I like making smalls. And then I have this one here, which is a little bit bigger, but still small, right? And this was Christmas themed. And then I have this one here. I haven't finished decorating this one, it appears. Cute. And then this one here. I should do something with these, right? Where did this go? This was part of this. So fun, kind of fun. All right, but yeah, I like making small little books. So I decided to, in my kit, create this little book template so you guys can make little books too. Alright, so just again fussy cutting some of these small pieces. So remember, I think I've said this, no live tomorrow. I'm gonna be visiting my son. So that's why I'm doing the live today. So hopefully, you know, if people watch this video, the people that typically attend my lives on Sundays will see. So Cordelia, you get humidity. See, we don't get humidity here, thank goodness. And we didn't get it in Phoenix either. I don't think I could live in a place that had humidity. It would make me crazy. Just trying to figure out, do I want to cover this little tail or not? And I'm trying to figure out if I want to do that or not. Why not? And then let's see here. Agent. So he's probably has an agent number, I would guess, if he flies hot air balloons. So we'll put this here. I think it's the 15th. Let me look real quick. Let's see. Yes, it is the 15th. Yeah, and I'm getting ready to send out. I have a freebie printable that I'm going to be sending out. I'm almost done with it, so that's going to be coming out in the next few days. So hopefully you guys signed up for the class and you'll be getting the printable. I know not everybody bought the optional kit, which is totally fine, but I still want you guys to be able to craft along. So I created a freebie for the class. All right, so there you go. So here's my identification card for my hot air balloon operator. And then here's his little envelope to hold his identification card. That works, right? That's cute. All right, so I wanted to, so you get the idea how you can do it with the hot air balloons. Like I said, this was just my prototype, but it's just an ATC card. It's 3x2, and then it fits into the little Tim Holtz envelopes. So that's why I kind of made it that size. Yeah. All right. So I had an idea That's how it always starts, you guys. I had an idea to create like a Santa identification card in honor of Christmas in July. What do you guys think? Should we go for it? Again, it starts with an idea. I don't know where it's going to take us. This has a shadow of a hot air balloon, but I think we can get around that. So, yeah, the Christmas in July optional kits sold out a while ago. Yeah, and it's one of those things like, you know, I have to pay up front for those kits, and it was really a good price because you got dies that you're going to be able to keep, and just ideas. I have a few extra items, Cordelia, that I'm going to put in the shop. It's not the full kit though. But yeah, I ordered like maybe 15 or 20 sets. I can't remember. But again, you know, I have to pay for that up front. So I'm pretty conservative about how many kits I typically put out there. And I know I advertised it that I had limited supply. But you can still, like I said, I'm going to have that digital kit that we're going to play with as well. So everybody will be able to play along. All right, so Marilyn says go for it for the Santa. So let's do that. So I think you can, you know, obviously you can use any type of paper you want. I liked the line on this one, even though it has the watermark of the hot air balloon. This will be my prototype because I haven't made one with Santa yet. It's always hard to come up with ideas live because most of my ideas, I build on ideas. So, you know, I might make something and then come back and add to it. But that's how most ideas create, right? Are created. You just kind of start and then you just kind of build to it. All right, so I think I found a Santa that will work in my stamp set. So let me find him. All right, and I think this guy will work. So of course I'm just going to use his face. So I'm thinking I'll stamp and then cut him. What do you guys think? So I think that will be his identification. his picture for his identification. All right. And I'm just going to use the top part, but I had to find an image that would work on an ID card. So I think he'll work. Let's give it a whirl. What do you say? All right, so I'm just going to use the top part for his photo, for his identification photo. Looks pretty good, I think. And then, let's see here. Let's see if this is going to work. What do you guys think? I mean, it's pretty snug, right? We'll give it a try. So, let's I'm going to stamp on the actual identification card, but I got to get my template first to figure out what to cut. So this is going to be my template. Hey Karen, the Santa stamp is of course Tim's. It's from the Yuletide CMS 356 is the Santa stamp. I think that's what you're asking me. All right, so we just finished, Karen, thanks for joining. We just finished creating an identification card for my hot air balloon operator. This is part of my aerial voyages. Aerial, help me out, Suzanne. What's my kit called? Aerial voyages, maybe? And I created a identification card for my hot air balloon operator because I thought, you know, if someone's going to operate a hot air balloon, they probably should have a license to do so. All right, so this is going to be my template just to see how big my Santa needs to be, how much my Santa needs to be cut. So let's just play with this a minute here. All right, so we were just talking about the Christmas in July free class is in a couple of weeks. Hopefully y'all have signed up for the class. The optional kits are long gone, but I am going to be emailing a digital freebie, so even if you didn't get the kit, you can still play along. So I'm still working on some final pieces of that, so more to come. All right, so let's see here. So I think, find a pencil here. Looking for a pencil on this messy desk of mine. All right, gotta find a pencil. Boy, I can't believe I can't find a pencil. All right, so let's figure this out. Right above the belt buckle. Now I want this to be straight. I found this mini cutter a while ago at Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning actually has gone out of business now. All right. I think I got it for like $5 or something. I'm like, well, that's a deal. All right, so I think, where did I say? Right above the belt, maybe? Because what I'm going to do is he's going to, you know, I'll just, Aerial Voyages, thank you. I couldn't remember what I named it. Oh boy, crazy, right? All right, so I guess I can do this. Like I said, I'm just trying to, this is my template. For my Santa. I think I probably will be ending up making some digital digital identification cards for Santa because I like the idea. But let's see if we can create it. Karen, you got the kit? Good. Yeah, I don't know if you've had a chance to print it out yet, but a lot of fun images in this one. All right, so here's my Santa. I think he needs a little bit more. cut off. Yeah, with digital images, of course, I can control the size. With stamped images, I'm pretty much limited to what the size of the stamp is. So that's the way it goes. All right, so let me just cut off just a bit on each side. And it's a little bit more. Like I said, this probably won't be perfect, but it was the smallest Santa stamp I had. Let's see. Gotta take off my glasses for this one. Oh boy. All right, so I think that's pretty good. What do you guys think? That will work. And then I'll just cut, well, I'm going to stamp around that, so maybe I won't cut. I think that'll work, though. What do you guys think of that? I mean, that'll be his identification card. That seems to work. So, yeah, so I just kept trimming till I saw that it would work. Okay, so the physical kit for the Christmas in July, is that what you're talking about? Yeah, so I'm also going to have a digital kit for those that signed up for the class. So that's going to be coming up probably in the next few days. I'm just adding a few more extras. All right, so I think we're ready to stamp now. All right. Yeah, I don't want to, my stamp is just too big to stamp on its own. So we'll have to cut poor Santa. That's all right though. I think we're okay. Okay, so let me see here. Let me just put this about right there, I guess, right? And then we'll stamp this. Yeah, with the Christmas kit, you'll be able to make everything I make. With the digital kit I'm sending to everybody that signed up for the class, you'll only be able to make a couple of the cards that I'm making. So, but with the physical kit, you get to keep all the dies too, which, like I said, I curated the kit myself, looking for dies that I thought would be good for the holidays. I got a tag die, and just some different ones that I thought would be good. All right, so let's just cut just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. All right, and then I think he just fits. He just fits. All right, so this one needs to be a little bit more. Oh boy. Just a smidge, y'all. All right. Okay. I don't want to cut too much. I think that, well, I keep saying I think that looks good, and then I come back and I cut a little bit more, right? I want this to be slanted down a bit. There, that's better. Okay, so good old Santa, he has to have identification. I mean, I can't imagine Santa Claus would show up and they would card him, right? I mean, number one, it's Santa. Everybody knows what Santa looks like. But, I mean, there's a lot of imposters out there, so maybe Santa needs to have an identification card, right? I can think of a few reasons why Santa needs to have an identification card. So Max is here. He's sleeping actually. He's not making any noises. But yes, he's in here. All right, so my glue isn't cooperating. So strawberries have been on sale in the market. I love summer fruit. And I got strawberries and I got whipped cream because I thought we would make strawberry shortcake, but I didn't find the little cakes. So I come home and my husband's like, well, where's the little cakes? And I said, well, I thought we could just have, you know, strawberries and cream. And he's like, all disappointed. I'm like, all right, I'll just make a white cake. He's like, you're going to make a white cake from scratch? I'm like, it's not that difficult. Flour, sugar, eggs, butter. You need your baking powder, baking soda for your rising, and some vanilla. It's not brain surgery. So I made a white cake. Oh, and white egg whites, right? So I made a white cake, and it was perfect for a strawberry shortcake, and he was so impressed. That's nice when you can impress your husband. All right, so I think that's looking pretty good, you guys. So there's Santa, and there is his identification card. So now we can decorate this up. Let's see what we're going to add. So we wanted to say identification. I wish I had a smaller stamp for the identification, but I don't. So I guess we'll just have to, oh, I wonder if I have any remnant rubs. Hold on. Hold your horses, everybody. So, let's see. Oopsie. Be careful. So last Christmas, Mr. Holtz came out with these remnant rubs. So these probably would be good for Santa identification, right? Let me see if I have something that says identification. Let's see here. I'm sure we can make something work, right? Okay. So via the North Pole. We'll just cut that. All right. And we'll put this right here for his identification, right? 25. 025. I think that'll work. Okay, so there's that. So I was thinking we can do this with, you know, like deer and elves and all sorts of little images, right? I mean, but they got to be small enough. I have some ideas of what else I'm going to do. I might actually just make a video because this, you guys are seeing my idea come to fruition. And then I'll perfect it and I'll make a video because I have some of my other stamps that I think would make fun identification cards. So that looks good, right? And then I want to back this, of course, to give it a little bit more sturdiness. So let's do that. So, and we're going to trim that up in just a minute. All right, so what else could we put here? Let's see if I have any Christmas ephemera. I'm sure I do. In fact, I know I do. Oh, let's see if I can find it, though. It's around here somewhere. Isn't that what every crafter says? Well, it's around here somewhere. It seems to be a common saying for me. It's around here somewhere. Oh, look at these stickers I just found. These would be really good for little identification cards too. I might have to. I think those are in my shop. I might have to play with those. Alright, so focus, Monica. We're looking for Christmas ephemera. Small Christmas ephemera. Let's see. Oh, jackpot. Alright. Got the jackpot going here. Alright, so look at these little stamps that would be good for his identification. What else do I have in here? I have all sorts of things in here. All right. All right, so here's my small ephemera for Christmas. I think. Yeah, all right. Yeah, this will work. Okay. So, should we put like a special delivery, maybe? I'm just kind of digging through my ephemera pieces here. I don't know, maybe something like that. With his credentials? I don't know. I can't decide. So we'll add that. All right, so we'll definitely use those two. See, that's part of the, I don't want to say it's the problem, but that's why layering typically isn't something I'll do on camera unless I've already got it pre-layered and I know what I'm going to do for my design, because a lot of it is just digging through my ephemera. I like that Santa photo. It's perfect. All right. So there's that. We'll add this. Special delivery. That works. Okay. Make sure that's straight. Then I'll save that for another day, or yeah, we'll save that for another day. Let's see. Okay. See if that'll work. Right. That's pretty good, I think. See if we can get these to come off. Did you guys catch my recent video where I created this card? This was in honor of this was my 4th of July theme card, but it has the foil, which was pretty fun to make. If you haven't seen that video yet, check it out. It was a lot of fun to create. All right, and then let's see here. Claim check. Maybe we'll put claim check right there. Let's see. Just trying to decide what I'm going to do here. I like this. Yeah, that foil came from the dollar store. It was a remnant rub, and I kind of shared my experience with it. It didn't transfer perfectly, but I thought that's what kind of made the card. But yeah, I picked that up last year at the dollar store. And I don't know if you guys saw, I have stencils that I just added to the shop. So I'm going to do some videos. I have some really pretty star stencils if you want to check those out. And then let's put something here. See, ordinarily I'd be a little bit more prepared, but like I said, I just kind of I'm winging it here. Oh, I know what I'll do for that last part. Oh, here are my small ephemera pieces. But so I have these tickets that have the number 25. So maybe I'll just put part of this here. Let's see. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still digging to see what I want to use. Oh, I found this washi tape. That might work, right? Naughty or nice? Should we like put it across him? I don't know. Or I can, see, I can't decide what I want to do here. I also have this stamp. That might work. Maybe I'll do that. Naughty nice. I think it goes that way. Yeah, Karen, sometimes it takes me a while to get where I'm going when I'm creating a project for the first time. But then once I have my idea, then I can pretty much recreate it. A lot quicker. All right. So this little stamp, I don't even know where I got it. It's part of my Christmas stamp collection. And, you know, it's one of those things that you find and you're like, oh, that's cute. And you don't know where you got it. But you keep it and you use it year after year after year. Well, that's this stamp here. It's just, you know, just little cheap little stamps, and I keep them in here so they don't fall out. But yeah. All right, so I don't have a signature that says Santa, unfortunately. But maybe we can just fake it. Let's see. So yeah, maybe that's the signature of the guy at the DMV. I don't know. But I like my little identification cards to have signatures. And there's my Santa Claus identification card. I think it came out pretty cute, right? I like it. long have I been going here? An hour and 20 minutes. Just add in more walnut stain to the edge. So I think that'll do it. I mean, unless you want to make one more. I don't know if you guys are tired yet. We made one for my balloon, and we made one for Santa. Let me see what other things I pulled out. I mean, we can make one more, I guess, if you guys are up for it. See, I pulled this guy out. But he might be a little too big. I don't know. His face, he has a big face. What else do I have here? So should we make one more, guys, or should we call it a night? Oh, I do have another idea here. All right, so do we want to do one more? One more. All right. Yeah, so this is going to be a bigger one. Thanks, Karen. I pulled this out thinking maybe I could use it for background for like an ID card, but I liked this, and even though it's probably too big for an identification card, I think, where's that little man? I think he would work perfectly for that. Marilyn says one more too. All right, so we're going to do one more. So this is going to be a little bit bigger, kind of the same concept where we're making, you know, our identification cards. What do you guys think of this idea? It's a fun idea, isn't it? So if we make, maybe we'll have to make a Christmas journal book. But if we make journal books, these little types of things are so cute for inserts. And I love the Santa idea. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so that's what I was thinking on this one, was to, I don't know, make it a little bit bigger. You're gonna have to bear with me here. I'm just kind of thinking this through. Have it maybe as a card. Got to give me a minute just to kind of get my thoughts together on what I'm going to do. I could do, all right, so let's, again, prototype coming on here, because I don't really know what I'm doing yet. But that's how the ideas come, right? You kind of just sift through your stamp sets. What do I have? What will work? And kind of take it from there. All right, so this is just old manila folder that I'm cutting up. I get this at the dollar, not even the dollar store, at the thrift store, y'all, because I like to stamp on it and I like the texture of it. So if you ever see boxes of manila folders on sale at the thrift store, grab them, because they're great to craft with. All right, so how am I going to do this? This is an oversized stamp, so I'm going to have to figure this out here. All right, let's just kind of tape this down so we can maybe get it to not move, right? We'll see. And I know that there's sticky paper that does this, but this is a poor man's sticky paper. And then we'll just, then this is, what is, this is a Finnabar stamp set. This is an older stamp set. I think you can still get it on Amazon, but it's got some great vintage images. I really like it. All right, so let's figure this out. So I probably should remove this. That's dirty. Probably should be more like this, right? Because it's a deep rubber stamp. All right, so let's try this instead. And then after this video, I will clean my MISTI because it's a mess. All right, so we want it to be lighter background, not too dark. So I'm going to try this frayed burlap. This is my archival ink. We'll see how how that transfers. Because I want my background to be somewhat subtle so it doesn't, you know, take over. It's not bad. All right. Let's see. It's pretty good, I think. All right. And then this guy is going to go here. So this guy, hey Frida, happy 4th to you. We have been creating identification cards. We made one for Santa. We made one for my vintage hot air balloon operator. And now I'm not sure what we're making. We're making a bigger one, kind of with the same concept. But I needed a bigger background for this gentleman here. All right, so this is getting stamped in black archival ink because, of course, we want him to stand out. You know what? I should have thought this through a little bit more. Okay, we can save it because, duh, Monica, we don't want lines coming through his face. But you know what? We're going to fix that. Hold your horses here. All right, so I've got this stamp set which has bigger frames. So we're going to actually stamp one separate and put it right over that. No big deal. I wasn't thinking, again, this is the first time I'm creating this design, so you kind of make it up as you go along, right? Okay, so, whoops. So if you don't have a stamp set that has an old ledger, I think in my shop I have an old ledger printable that's $1. It's like $1. That would work really well. So if you don't have old ledger paper, but you can do this, you know, you can get old dictionary pages, I think would work, old book, I mean, you know, it's a lot of things you can use for backgrounds. But I do have some vintage printable ledger paper in the shop if you want to try to recreate something like this, but you don't have ledger paper, a stamp that has ledger paper. All right, So I think, see, no harm, no foul. So that was a save. That's how you save mistakes. You find something to stamp over it. All right, so let's get this guy in here. Try not to smudge him. Of course, he's crooked. Let's see if we can straighten him out a bit. All right, there we go. I love that mustache he has too. All right. All right, I think that's good enough. All right, boy, that's bothering me. I'm gonna need to clean that. All right, so this will go here, right? Now with the other identification cards, we stamped it was flush, but this one's a little bit bigger, so I think we'll be able to get away with it. There we go. It's pretty good. What do you guys think? Yeah? All right. And then, again, I'm kind of making this up as we go along here. Let's add some walnut stain. So these would be good journal inserts too, I think. It's kind of industrial looking, you know. I always love to create just miscellaneous items, and then I find places for them in future projects. So sometimes it's just fun to create inserts, right? It's pretty good. I like it. All right, so let's see what else. Let's see what else I have. So I'm thinking probably ephemera pieces. So let's see. Tag net 30. I don't know. That might work, right? And this is where I like to have lighter the background to be a little bit lighter, because then you can still layer on it without having to just use ephemera. You know, so even though this could even be a little bit lighter if you wanted it to be, but it works. I think it works. What do you guys think? Do you think it works? I think so. And this already has the signatures. Look at that. I don't even need to add a signature. So we'll put this right here. Let's see if we can get a little closer. There we go. department. Maybe we can, maybe he's a department head or something. I don't know. So I like how it says rep department. So let's see if we can get that to work. Without wasting the 7 slot 34. Let's see, you know, I'm gonna cut this. Okay, I know, but it's all in the detail. Okay, so rep department, there we go. I don't want it to be crooked though. Well, it's going to be crooked because it's already starting to lay down. All right, so there's that. Oops. Okay, and then this little piece here that says 7-34. Let's see if we can just put that right there. Why? I don't know. Just because? Why do I do any of this? No problem, Cordelia. I appreciate the encouragement. All right, so I wanted to see if I had any like industrial looking ephemera pieces. So bear with me as I kind of go through my boxes here. I mean, shoot, these guys would also work for identification cards, I think. Oh, happy 4th of July. That's a good one. Let me see what else I got. Let me see what I got in my box of stuff here. I have a little bit of ephemera. And I'm thinking like maybe, I don't know, like a ticket, or I don't think I want to do something that big over it. Let me see. No. I know when I see it, I'll know. I like that, so we'll use that. Ooh, look at that guy. Got that one too. See, I got also, oh, for that one. Got all sorts of people that would work great for identification cards. Look at all those people. All right, I might be making more identification cards. And I also have, let me share these. These would make fantastic. So these are my Alcatraz pieces that I'm working on. These, if I blow those up, those would be great identification cards too. So all sorts of ideas formulating in my brain. But now I'm just trying to finish this guy up. Oh, look at these. All right. These are my transparencies that I haven't dug into yet. These might be kind of cool. All right, so let's see if we can find something. See, these have numbers and stuff, which I think would be great. Yeah, so this is what we're going to use. Should we cut that? Just trying to think what I want to do here. Kind of like that. And then put this down here. Where'd my little, I lost my little finger. Oh, I like this better. See, just kind of dig and you find things. And you bring things out and you lose things. Fun. There it is. All right, so let's put this on. And then, I don't know. It's kind of light after all. Maybe I'll, maybe I'll do this one instead. Okay. So that'll be half on, half off. Maybe something like that. What else? What else? What else? This is the first time I'm using these. And then maybe I'll just get some remnant rubs. Let's see, because that adds some color. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Let's see. Maybe I'll put this like as a tag or something. Okay, let's first cut this. I like how it sees, how you can see through that. And then maybe see if it goes in a journal, it'll probably be like that, right? And then let's glue this here, all right. We're almost done. And I think I might put this actually. I actually think I'm going to cut this. And then put this. See, it just kind of comes together. There, I like that. But I should have put walnut stain first, where I cut it. We're getting there, we're getting there. All right, so there's that. Promise, that's it for that. All right, I like it. And then I want to just get some final, let me just put these away so I don't lose them. Oh, we'll do that in a minute. All right, and then I want to get some bold remnant rubs. Let's see what I have. So this is what I was thinking, like maybe a big number or something, or let's see, what do we have here? I think a big number would be good. Identification card stub, I like that. So let's do that. And then he's going to have a number. We'll just go with number 5, I guess. Oh, you know what? I have some I have some numbers already cut out. Let's see what I have. Maybe we'll do that. Thanks, Karen. I'll put this down here. Trying to decide if that works or not. I don't know if I like it. See, maybe it would have worked. Maybe we'll save that for the next one. Put this back. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Save it for another day. But I am going to use this to go right here because I like that. And then I think I'm going to put the number here. So, well, maybe the 3. That'll fit in there better. See, I don't like that. I think I need a number that's tall. Like this 4.5 here. There, that's better. Put that 4.5 right there. See, it's all about it being aesthetic to the eye. It just, if you start and it just doesn't look right, you don't have to commit to it. And then I feel like I need something here. I don't know, maybe not. What do you guys think? Do you think I need something here? Maybe a light bulb. I mean, maybe I need to create my own ephemera. I have this, right? I kind of feel like it needs to be dark though, like black. You have to feel it, Karen. That's right. Absolutely. You got it, girl. I don't know. Let me do a quick peruse through my stamps to see if anything pops out. I mean, it'd be fun to use one of these, right? This is where he came from. Let's see. No, I really don't want... I want it to be more like a, I don't know. Like a identification card. So I don't think an identification card would say, remember the now. It's just kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see. Oh, these things are falling out all over the place. Maybe I need to just put like a red, maybe. Maybe that's all I need, right? Let's see. All right. We will stamp this in red, and then I think I'll call it done. Because we have been going for almost 2 hours, guys. I love the pop of red, especially on black and white items. All right, that's going to do it, I think. And I like it. All right, so I think we accomplished a lot today, guys. What do you guys think? This is kind of an identification card, right? I mean, that's kind of what I was going for today. But this is what we created. We created, of course, my identification for my hot air balloon driver. If you haven't checked out the kit yet, check it out. It is the kit of the month. So check out my kit. Also, if you are a creator Patreon, you get it for free every month. I have a kit of the month every month that if you join my subscription for $5, that's it, $5 a month, you get a free kit. And it's kind of a good deal because you get it emailed to you every month. So I've got this, and then I've got, of course, my Santa one. I think you're going to be seeing more of these through the holidays, maybe even for Halloween. I like these ideas. It's kind of a fun idea. And then, of course, this bigger one. I think it's a little bit more industrial, but still kind of works for what we were trying to accomplish. All right, ladies, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Remember, no live tomorrow. I will be hanging with my son. So family time tomorrow. But definitely wanted to check in with y'all and give you some more crafty ideas and just chit chat. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. Marilyn, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed having you here as well, girl. So thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. All right, everybody. I'm going to go get dinner started, and we will see you next time. Bye.